What's up, YouTube? I am back with another. Of course, I got a smile on my face because the product that I have this time took me down memory lane. Probably some of the best times of my life, bro. I don't think animation gets appreciated the same way anymore. I feel that animation doesn't it doesn't have the same effort. It's not classic. We were going through like three options growing up as a 90s kid. You know, you either were a Cartoon Network kid, you were a Disney kid, or you were a Nickelodeon kid. I went as far to remember watching the animation domination block that they would have on Sundays on Fox. You guys remember that was probably the only or one of the only successful things that Fox had continuously when they had all this animation going at it. And out of that came probably one of the best American animes ever, and I'm talking about King of the Hill. You know, and I know you guys are probably like, it's not an anime. It is an anime based on the animations. Me being a very big consumer of all kinds of stuff, I was happy to see that they have the Alamo beer that was brought to life, bro. I'm talking about, that's right, the beer that you saw Hank Hill drink with his buddies in the alley. The beer that everybody every time I saw a beer in cartoon, when I saw Duff or when I saw Alamo, I always wanted to try it, bro. And this has now been brought to life. Let me see who makes it. Obviously, it's from Texas, San Antonio, Texas, to be exact, by the Alamo Beer Company. Who knew? Alamo Beer by the Alamo Beer Company, in collaboration with King of the Hill, as you can see it on the side. This is a beautiful can, bro. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. It's actually printed on there. It's not like a wrap or anything, so they didn't do it cheap. This is where I'm like, what the f***? A whopping 4.4%. Does Hank Hill look like he drinks IPAs? No. All right then. And, you know, what I pictured when I saw them drinking in the alley, I pictured them drinking like a Pilsner, like an American Pilsner, an American blonde, not a blonde ale, but just a Pilsner or whatever you consider like a Budweiser or something like that. I got myself a 6-pack of these right here. Shout out to Rolando Valenzuela for sending me these. I couldn't find them in any store out here, but one of the fans was dope enough to get me this as a gift, and I appreciate you, my boy. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not about to do that. But I don't know. Could I do back to back? We'll see right now. Bam! Let's crack this motherfucker open. Okay. Let's see the aroma. This just smells like Miller Lite, dog. This just smells like the kind of beer my tios drink, dog. Like a Bud Light. Thank God it don't smell like Tecate, bro. You know what they say in Espanol? What is it? What is it? Arriba, abajo, para centro y para dentro. Cheers, y'all. Okay, this is a chugging beer. It's not that I could, but this is kind of like one step above Bud Light. If I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. And it's not that I'm disappointed, but I just expected it to taste a little bit different because it doesn't say the kind of beer that it is on the side. So I expected it to maybe have like a more of a crisp taste for me. I'm not a Bud Light drinker, but hold on, I feel like I gotta let another burp out, but oh, that's the one I was waiting for. God, this is the thing with this is the thing with drinking these kind of beers, bro. Or at least with chugging them, you're gonna be burping a lot. I want to say it's the perfect beer pong beer. If you don't want to get fucked up, it's the perfect beer to have at events where you're gonna be playing games. Maybe a tailgate if you don't want to get too messed up. This is like one step up from like a Bud Light. So if there were to be like a craft version of a Bud Light, 4.4 alcohol by volume. Overall, I'm happy there's an Alamo Beer. I'm happy the average person can enjoy this. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't taste like a lager to me, but it tastes more like just like a craft Bud Light, bro. And as a Bud Light is American, so who knew? Maybe that in Mike Judge's world, that's what they would be drinking. I just expected it a little bit different, but I would recommend it. Show up with a case of these novelty beers, you know, be like, hey, look, check it out, we're drinking Alamo. We could do the yep, you know, but you could do that with your friends, and maybe some beer pong, King of the Hill style. But congrats to King of the Hill. I might do the barbecue rub next to see how good that is. But this right here, go get you some and try it yourself. I don't know if this one's going to be monetized, but if you want to support the channel, go to flavorsbyezone.com, highandhungry.shop. You can check out merch like this LAFC Korean inspired blend, you know, due to our new player. Shout out to Sun. And, you know, go to an LAFC game. You always catch me there. And then you can come get some merch from me personally. With that being said, follow me at Flavors by E-Zone, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you tried it. Like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.